Welcome back, league mates and listeners. This is your co-host Dane and AJ. Welcome back to the playoffs. This is the Pigskin Pals Dynasty episode, and yeah, we're talking playoffs this week. It's week 15, and we got a couple matchups. We got two people on bye. Well, four people on bye. Two people in the winners bracket and two people in the losers bracket. We officially made the change to the losers bracket too, so we got some juice going on in there. I'm pretty sure the official thing was the 4-1 and then 20 fab in the off season.
Yep. Correct.
Okay. Cool. So I got something to play for because I didn't do amazing.
Very true.
But and these picks actually count for some. They don't count for our pick'em because AJ's demolishing me. So these are just gonna be all for fun. Let's hop right into the matchups.
All right, getting into the playoff matchups. Just to give a little info, Jake did get the 1 seed, and I got the 2 seed, so we have the buys in the main bracket. And if you really want to know, Parker and Ethan have the buys in the consolation bracket, so they're one step closer to that 4-1 and the 20 fab in the offseason.
One other thing that got pretty solidified was the draft order.
Oh, yes, that's correct. Ryan would be the first pick, Austin second, Dane third, Ethan fourth, Parker fifth, and Riley sixth is how the picks shaped out for the bottom 6.
Yeah, top 3 will be Ryan, Austin, and Parker because Parker is my pick. Pretty unfortunate.
Yeah,
but
not how you thought it was going to shape up, but that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Right. Yeah, I thought I was going to outscore Ethan this week.
I did too.
And move up to 4, but Zach Wilson had himself a fucking day.
He did.
And someone, Tajay Spears, kind of went crazy too, out of nowhere. Yeah. So, Parker, congratulations. You got the 3rd pick. We don't have to talk about that anymore. And let's move on to next year. Thanks for listening.
That's funny. I'm still rocking, baby. Let's get into the matchups. Let's start with Peter and Ben.
We don't want to start with the good bracket.
Oh, nice one. Good. Because you're in the shit bracket. I see.
I was just looking at my matchup and I was pretty excited to talk about it, but we can hop over to the championship.
Let's go to the main bracket. Peter versus Ben. Peter's team looking scary as ever. Patrick Mahomes, DeAndre Swift, Bijan Robinson, Jalen Waddle, AJ Brown, Isaiah Likely, Jerome Ford, Garrett Wilson, and Tua Baby. He has Pacheco on the bench right now, Charbonnet, and he had Nico Collins, who I believe had been in his lineup for a couple weeks straight, but he is now likely not going to play. And then Ben has
one thing too before you go over that. Yep. I just want to say Peter's team looking all right. I would say like kind of mediocre if we're thinking about redraft, but this is Dynasty too, and I'm thinking he made it to the playoffs this year. I only think his team is going to be getting better next year with picks, and then just how his players are going to be performing. Like Bijan, 2nd year in the league, going to be playing better.
Yep.
DeAndre Swift, he's going to be getting probably a new spot, or Eagles are going to commit to him. He'll be playing better. Mahomes, this was an outlier season. He's going to be getting better. Waddle, I don't know, probably the same. AJ Brown, I think he kind of had a down season too. He can bounce back up.
Down season. He's had a really good season.
For AJ, well, okay, yeah. He's
absolutely. He's wide receiver 4. He's been crazy good.
I think I'm just thinking down because
past couple games has been rough. He started out really, really, really hot. Everyone was hot.
I was just going to say he doesn't. He's playing more consistent than he did previous years.
Yeah.
Last year, he could like, ever since he was in the league, he would just win you the week, basically.
Yeah. Yep.
Now he's playing more consistent.
Sure. And I also think Garrett Wilson next year.
Yeah, Garrett Wilson. Even Jerome Ford, I don't think Chubb's going to be back right away. Ford's going to be a nice stash,
I also think could be a nice, he gets better as well. So, yeah. I mean, we talked about it a lot before the season. We thought Peter had just the best team in general and dynasty-wise. Maybe not.
And Nico.
Yeah, maybe not like superstar power, like gonna win always, but he'll be a guy like a top team for a long time. He's not going anywhere. On the other hand, we have Ben here, who he's going up against. He has Derek Carr, Zach Moss, Derrick Henry, Justin Jefferson, if he plays, Calvin Ridley, Dalton Schultz, Zay Flowers, Kyron Williams, and Trevor Lawrence right now in his lineup. I'd say Devin Singletary is probably a notable bench. He got back to getting his carries last week. George Pickens, maybe, and Noah Brown if Nico Collins doesn't go.
And kind of the reverse for Peter's team, I would say he's just going to be regressing. Yep. Who knows if Carr secured his spot? Zach Moss, obviously, Jonathan Taylor's going to be healthy at the start of next season. Derek Henry. Mm-hmm. He is towards the end of his career. Jefferson, he'll be playing a lot better next year for sure. Calvin Ridley, this was a 1-year deal, right? So
I believe so. He could be anywhere.
We don't know exactly. I'm expecting him to kind of stay with the Jaguars. Probably. That's what I would picture. Unless, it'd be nice. Packers sign him for
you think you want him?
I don't know. We need some veteran presence.
True. That's true.
And just like if he was there coaching up, like I think him mentoring Dobbs would be pretty nice. They kind of give me like similar vibes. Obviously, Ridley's a lot more faster and agile, but just like boundary players that can make some crazy catches. Mm-hmm. And then Zay Flowers too. I think Ravens are going to be looking to add some offensive weapons in the offseason.
I still think he's not going to lose a spot or anything. He's played pretty well overall. I think he'll be fine. I think Kyron will
just more mouths to feed.
Yeah, true.
Like Ravens don't really force feed anyone.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking about a long-term perspective, and it just gave me kind of a broader picture. But I have to think short-term and think this week, and that's pretty tough after.
Because I'm
just going to choose the better team, in my opinion, I'm just going with Peter. We don't really have to do a count.
Because we're not doing it. I actually think I'm going to go with Ben. I don't know. I got this like feeling. It's like not even like real. It's like I don't have a real reason. I just got like a feeling. Like I think Jalen Waddle could have a down day. I think Jerome
like
Ford.
A tingling.
Yeah, just like
in your pants.
I think Tua could have a bad
blood
week.
Is rushing.
Yeah, I'm just getting bricked. I don't know. I think I think Mahomes and Tua could both have a bad day, and I think that could be enough to maybe screw him over. So I'm gonna go Ben. I'm not sure I'm super thrilled that I just did that, but
I could see that. That's a good call. We were just talking off the air how potentially if you had Tua in the playoffs, we would be sitting him. Yeah. And
so I like the Ben pick. I think it's okay. I think it's not out of the realm of possibility. But we can move on to Big Cock Brock, Mr. Sam, and Luke. You want to go over the matchup?
Yes, sir. We got Brock Purdy. So we're starting with Cap Sam. He was the higher seed, right? Yep. 11-3. One of the favorites going into the season. Still pretty far on top, but not on the tippy top. We got Brock Purdy, Joe Mixon. He also made a ton of moves this year. It just reminded me of reading about Joe Mixon.
He made so many moves.
And looks like it's been paying off because he's in the playoffs and slightly favored. But Joe Mixon, James Cook, 2 players that he added. Tyreek Hill, another player they added in the offseason, I believe, for Breece Hall. Then we got Stephon Diggs, Dallas Goedert, Keenan Allen.
Who is injured.
Another player he acquired who's out.
Not playing. Yeah.
Chris Olave and Lamar Jackson. He's got Fields on the bench. Kind of startable, maybe. Cleveland hasn't been as crazy. And then Aaron Jones, another player he acquired. James Conner. But he's going to need one of these players to fill in for Keenan Allen. It would be a shame if he didn't remember.
I would guess James Conner goes in. James Conner and Jared.
Yeah, after last week, against Pittsburgh. Yeah. I could see that. Packers also do need a crazy spark too. So if Jones is back.
Yeah.
I
I will say,
could see a Packer faithful starting him. Like I would start him,
sure.
especially if you need like some crazy. But he doesn't really need anything crazy. He just needs some solid points,
Yeah.
and that will help him get the win. So I think I would start Connor also.
I just want to point out that the trade that we made is just the most nothing trade of all time. Traylon Burks for Aaron Jones so far has just been none of them. They like don't play, they don't score points, nothing happens. So I count that as a win for me right now, just because Traylon Burks is younger. He probably won't be anything either, but I feel good at least that I was right that Aaron Jones got hurt again, and his value would have been even lower. So just want to point out that was just a like nothing even happened.
Yeah, I wonder if this is the end of his career. I think the only way the Packers keep Aaron Jones, well, I don't know. Jones has been signing for really cheap, so I could see him just staying with the Packers. But if he's going to be asking for money, I think the only way we sign him is if the Packers make the playoffs, and then we want to kind of keep that gel of the team going.
Mm-hmm. Sure, I could see. Yeah, I could see that.
Wait, so you're saying if the Packers don't sign him, he's just going to retire?
I think he won't get what he wants, and he'll be done.
I don't know about that.
I don't know.
He's gonna go to the Jets. They're gonna release Dalvin Cook,
Release
and
Dalvin
then he's
Cook,
gonna
sign
go
Aaron
play.
Jones. You know what? I think that would happen if he doesn't go to the Packers.
I think 100% that would happen. That, or I could see him even. I don't know. A lot of the NFC North just like bounces around to each other.
Sure.
Like I could see him signing with the Vikings. I don't think.
Chicago.
Yeah, I don't see him going out of the league. But he's not going to be the star running back either.
Yeah, he won't be.
He's going to be
anything.
Yeah. Okay. And then on the other side, we got Luke Sunday's Nuts. What a fitting name for a player that's been outperforming this year. It's been his name, though, since the start of the league, I'm pretty sure.
Very true. He has not switched it.
He's rocking with Jalen Hurts, Austin Eckler, Keaton Mitchell, Devonta Adams, DK Metcalf, George Kittle, Jaden Reed, Cortland Sutton, and Baker Mayfield. He's got Trubisky he can start on his bench, maybe Pierce, Brandon Cooks, and that's about it. How is Quentin Johnson projected 7 points?
Keenan Allen is out, and I think they are hoping that since he's out, maybe he'll finally get points.
Isn't Josh Palmer back?
Yeah. Yes, he is. I don't know, man. Did you see that bomb he caught, though? Come on now.
Did he caught it or did he bobble
No,
it?
he caught it from Easton Stick. Wasn't even from Justin Herbert.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, so they got a great coach.
Justin Herbert's the problem.
Just the third strings practicing together.
Yeah, that's true. I'm going to go ahead and say that I am picking Luke to beat Sam.
Interesting. I'm going to pick Sam, and I'm going to wager 10 of my picks. So if I win, I get double. I get 20 picks.
Aren't we just saying these don't matter?
Yeah.
To the last one? Okay. Cortland Sutton has just been good. Like, I don't know. Keenan Allen, who's he filling in? James Conner? I think James Conner has a bad week. I think Tyreek Hill could either not play or have a down week. Diggs has been off. Goddard hasn't been exceptionally good. Chris Olave's been okay. James Cook and Joe Mixon are good. I don't know. I could see this being an upset. I really could. Sam is probably one of the favorites to win. And I think
until Sleeper adds running back eligibility to Justin Fields.
Yeah. Can you imagine? I would not allow that. I would be like, no, sorry, not happening. But yeah, I like Luke this week, actually. I like the way his team looks. His team's not all that bad. He's got some good players. Just needs
It's sneaky.
Yeah,
for
it's
sure.
a sneaky team for sure.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ride with the favorite and adding some additional players too.
Go ahead.
Now.
Yeah, here we go. You're excited.
Yeah. Now let's get into the real matchups. This is for all the marbles, aka Marble, the 4-1. I want that Mr. Irrelevant pick bad. You know why I want that Mr. Irrelevant pick so bad?
Why? Because
I have Mr. Irrelevant on my team from last year. You know who that is?
Who? I have a guess, but let me double check. Is it Tank?
It is Tank Dell.
Yeah.
So even though I didn't make the pick, someone basically dropped him and I picked him. Yeah, so Parker, let's look at that trade again. So basically, I sent you my first next year and you sent me your first, or I sent you my first this year and Trey McBride for your pick, your first round pick next year, and Darren Waller and Tank Dell. Let's think about it that way.
Sure, just think about it that way. Just think about it that way.
And I feel a whole lot better about that trade now.
That is true. That does make it feel a lot better if you think about it like that.
So I would like to try and repeat my luck. Win out the toilet bowl. Get my team motivated.
Yeah.
You know, it's just nice to get your team into the playoffs and winning.
Absolutely.
So I don't even know if we have to go over the matchups, do we?
No, this one we don't have to. It's Ryan. Ryan doesn't have any quarterback.
Yeah, it's a team with Jordan Love and Tommy DeVito.
What else needs to be said? That's a championship winning team.
That's just entertainment,
That's
man.
just entertainment.
Versus a quarterbackless team and a whole bunch of players.
Yep.
And same on my side. So I'm going to go with myself.
Yeah, I'm going with you as well.
Projected a whole lot more. Also, we can scroll right down to the next matchup. Who is the buys? For the
Parker and Ethan.
Loser. Gotcha. And one thing I was also questioning too is for the playoff bracket. So it says I would be playing Parker if I win, or do we have it set up as Parker's going to play the lowest seed or whatever?
Sleeper does not have an ability. I think it's just 4-5 play, and they would move on to play the.
Okay, so it's not like the NFL.
Yeah, no, it's
playoff bracket.
No. So like if the 6 wins against so right now the 6 is Luke, and it's Luke and Sam. Like winner of Luke and Sam plays me, but I'm the 2 seed. I still would play the 6, even though technically, like in most things, it would be like, oh, the 6 goes to play the 1.
Yeah.
We're just doing like whatever matchup that leads into the next matchup.
Okay. Yeah, so then we got Riley and Austin dead in the water versus Did You Pray Today? AKA the Falcons. We'll start off with Austin. He's got Desmond Ridder, Tyler Algier, Drake London, league winner, and Taylor Heineke on the bench. Oh, and Jonnu Smith on the bench. And then he also has Josh Jacobs, who might not play.
Yeah.
He's questionable still somehow. Was there no report yesterday?
I don't know. Sometimes they're slow.
He didn't practice Wednesday. So he's not going to be playing. Deebo Samuel, Romeo Dobbs, Noah Fant, Sky Moore. Oh my God, Marcus.
Sky Moore.
No MVS. Quarterbacks. I'm seeing a theme with these teams in the loser bracket. Yeah. They don't have any quarterbacks.
Yeah. The Sky Moore MVS duo is about to go so crazy.
Like, just throw Jake Bobo in, man. Get him some reps.
Get some reps in for Bobo. MVS doesn't need the reps, man.
No.
Bobo in there. I'm picking Riley.
Yeah, I'm also picking Riley. We don't even have to talk about his team. It was as our special guest was saying all season. Do you remember that? Sam would be hyping up Riley. He was saying Riley's gonna win the league. Yeah, I know. Just rewatch while he was like 2-8 or
I don't
He's
get
like,
where he was.
Riley's coming back.
Well, that was before Burrow got hurt, to be fair, but yeah.
Yeah, and before we fired Sam because of his terrible analysis. That's what you guys haven't been seeing.
Because he didn't want to do it anymore.
Well, we fell out of it. Yeah. So if you guys want the Pigskin Pals playback back, comment down below. We'd love to have Sam back on. He just needs some extra motivation. Yeah. So if he sees that, we'll be reaching back out and getting some extra playbacks next season.
All right. That's the matchups for this first week in the playoffs. And before we go, we are going to pick who we think the champion is going to be this year in our Dynasty League, and we kind of agreed that, at least I thought we did, if either of us picks, because the picks are I'm so far ahead, that we will do, if either of us pick the champion correctly, it's basically winner takes all. They win the bet.
We don't have to do that, actually, because I know if I was in your position, I would be like, no, I won this.
All right. Well, let's make it. Okay. Well, then let's just pick, because it's a little out.
And now it's time for all the marbles. What you guys have been waiting for. Our picks for the Pigskin Pals Dynasty playoffs. Who's winning the championship? Who's taking home the cake and eating the trophy? I'm down to 2 teams. I'm not going to be picking the team that scored the most points. Wow. Maybe they do have the best record. Maybe they were pretty active, not on the waiver wires, because they got quite a bit of fab left over.
That's true. Holy moly!
I'm gonna be deciding between Cap Sam, the man that's been on a mission this year to be making moves, our special co-host Sammy J, Sam MKE, Milwaukee Stream Snipes. I don't know what his tagline is, but he's been making some crazy moves. I would like to see what quarterbacks he would be playing in the playoffs, because I would be making some sneaky moves.
I agree.
So I'm deciding between my co-host AJ, baby.
That's me.
And Cap Sam. I think they're going to be dueling it out into the finals, but there can only be one winner.
I know where this is going.
I think I got to go with the champ from last year, AJ.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. I thought you were going Sam the whole time. You got me, dude. You got me.
I thought I was too, but who knows how long his players are going to be out for.
Mm-hmm.
His team's just too unpredictable right now. If I was a betting man and this was a real playoff team, I'd be scared right now of his team. 2 stars, wide receivers could be out. Chris Olave, who knows what's going on with the Saints right now? They could Derek Carr on a stick and just march him out of the stadium next game.
That's very true.
We'll see if he plays the quarterback spot starts correctly. But yeah, I gotta give it over to you. You're gonna get your officially first real championship win.
We don't know that yet. I'm gonna keep it short. I think Dane did a wonderful job of explaining. I don't think anyone will be surprised. You gotta go with yourself. I'm picking me to win the championship. The bye is obviously very nice, and I think it helps me out here. I think my matchups may not have been very good this week, but I think going forward, making the right lineup calls, I can take the dub again. Maybe a cleaner win this time, hopefully. No
one dies.
No asterisks, no deaths on the field. Take it clean. I'm also going with myself. So there you have it. Me and Dane both. Well,
yeah, well, maybe there's a bigger question here.
Oh.
We knew you were going to be picking you. We know I'm probably picking me. Who you got taking home the 4-1?
I got you. That's a good call. The consolation bracket. Who do I have taking it home? I think it's between 2 people, one of which has a bye, one of which does not. I think actually really the person that doesn't have a bye basically has a bye anyway. But I'm between Bigger D, and the Dane train. And I do think... Choo choo! Here we go!
Choo 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 choo!
And
Dynasty's fun again!
Come on, baby! Here we go!
We're gonna be sulking so hard week 16.
So I take Dane to bring home the consolation. Here we go! Get that 4-1 and the extra 20 fab, and have the advantage going into next season. Those are our picks for the championships. Thank you all for watching. We'll see how it goes. We'll see you next time.
We're going shopping and Daddy's buying.